back to emiloubooks. In today's video, I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing my first ever book unhauling video. So I didn't actually think that I had enough books to do a book unhauling video, but it turns out that I do have more than I thought, and I was looking through them last night, and there definitely are some books that I have that I just know that I'm never going to get to, or the plot just doesn't really interest me. There are a few here that I am not sure whether I want to get rid of them. So if you see any that you have read and that are really good, please leave comments down below and let me know, and I will definitely give them a chance. The first book that I'm going to be unhauling and that I'm fairly confident I'm definitely going to be getting rid of is The Bells. I don't know why, but I had a really hard time getting into this book, and I know that it's really petty and not a real reason, but I really don't like books that have people on the front cover. It just immediately, I just don't like that. I think that I bought The Bells because it was a very hyped up book. Everybody was talking about it and saying that it was really good. And I think I read the first 50 or 60 pages and I just wasn't finding it interesting at all. And I don't think, in all honesty, that I'm ever going to go back to this book. So this is the first book to go. The second book that I will be unhauling is, again, another book that I'm fairly confident I'm not going to be coming back to, and that is Reawakened by Colleen Hocke. I was actually really disappointed in this because Colleen Hocke wrote another series called The Tiger's Curse, which I absolutely loved. So when I found out that she was doing another series, I immediately jumped at it. But yeah, this book was just not good. I didn't read all of it. I think I only got to about 30 or 40 pages, but the story was just really not interesting to me. I didn't like the characters in it at all. And yeah, I just honestly don't think that this is going to be a book that I will be going back to. But if you have read this, because I know that this is a series and I think that there are 2 or 3 that are out. So if you have read this or read the entire series and you think that it's worth reading, please do let me know, because I am willing to give it another chance, maybe sometime in the future. The next books that I'm going to be unhauling are 2 books from a series, and they are from the Waterfire saga. And the first one is called Deep Blue, and the second one is called Rogue Wave. It's actually really weird because I do not remember buying these books at all. I must have been pretty optimistic about the series because I bought the first 2 books in the series. I don't know anything about these books. I know that they are about mermaids and they're set underwater, obviously. It says that it is Percy Jackson with mermaids, which sounds really cool. I haven't read any Percy Jackson, but I know that that is definitely a beloved series. But yeah, I don't know anything about these books. So if you have read them, please do let me know and share your thoughts with me. I have never actually seen a booktuber talk about these books, so I don't know if they're just sort of those kind of books that people don't really know about, or if they're just really bad. I don't know, but please let me know, and if not, then I will probably sadly be getting rid of these 2. This next book that I'm unhauling does genuinely make me so sad because I absolutely love the front cover. I think it's one of the most beautiful front covers to a novel I've ever seen, and that is, of course, Wild Beauty. So I did start reading this book and I was kind of invested in it. I think I got to about page 100 or 120, but definitely no more than that. And the plot was pretty interesting, the characters was pretty interesting. It's basically about a magical garden, and I can't remember many other details about it, but it definitely had a very interesting plot. The problem for me with this book is the pacing. It was just very slow. And I think that I am a little bit of an impatient reader. I just wanted to get to it. And yeah, it was very slow, but this definitely, out of all of these books, is definitely one that I am willing to give another go to. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it at the time, but I would definitely be open to going back to it in the future. So if you have read this and you have anything positive to say about it, then please let me know, because It's such a shame that I didn't enjoy it. I had such high hopes for this book. The final book that I'm going to be unhauling is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I know that this is a really, really popular book. I saw the movie, and although I know that you can't really compare the movie to the book, the plot just doesn't interest me at all. I am always trying to get into kind of more thriller and mystery books, but for some reason this just doesn't interest me. I don't know why. I read the synopsis and I did start reading it, but I lost interest very, very quickly. And I don't know, maybe it was just because I couldn't relate to any of the characters or the main character. I don't know what it was, but I just really, really couldn't get into it at all. So again, this might be something that I would come back to in the future, but in all honesty, I don't think I'm ever going to go back to this. So this probably is going to be another one that sadly I'm going to be getting rid of. There is actually one more book that I forgot that I had. And that is Sacrifice by Paul Finch. Again, I know nothing about this book. I don't really actually know what possessed me to buy it. I think because it was on sale, which is probably why I did buy it. But this was kind of at a stage where I wasn't really sure what kind of reader I was or I wanted to be. And I think that because I'm such a big fan of horror movies, that I thought that would translate into books as well. But it turns out that that's not the case at all. I really, really love horror movies, but horror books I'm not such a big fan of. So yeah, Sacrifice, if you have read it, let me know. I did start reading it again, but it just didn't really draw me in. So if you have read it and it's good, please do leave a comment below and let me know what you think of it. Maybe I will go back to it, but again, I don't think that I will. So those are all the books that I'm going to be probably sadly unhauling. Like I said, if there are any books here that you think I should keep, that are worth keeping, please do let me know, and I would be willing to give them another chance. But otherwise, they're probably going to be going to my school library, or I will be giving them to friends who might be interested in the books. That is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon for another video.